Welcome to Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Alex Worth.
And I'm Jeffrey Spear. On this week's episode, we're featuring the St. Ambrose men's basketball team.
It was an up-and-down season for the Fighting Bees. Despite some challenges, they were led by a talented group of seniors who fought until the very end. SAU would finish the season with a mark of 15 wins and 13 losses. They qualified for the CCAC Conference Tournament and battled top-seeded St. Francis before falling short in the quarterfinals. The Bees were led by a gifted group of seniors, including second-team All-Conference player Will Spriggs. He ends his career with over 1,500 points. Atem Agat was named All-Conference Honorable Mention, and Grant Mason won the Coaches Award for his leadership.
Join us now is Senior Grant Mason. Thank you for being with us, Grant. First, talk about winning the Coaches Award. Coach Ray praised you for your team-first mentality. What does this award mean to you?
Honestly, it's a great feeling that I get praise from my teammates and coaches, but I really couldn't have done it without them. And it's just a joy to be around them every day. So it's really not a burden to be given that task, you know. So.
Yes, sir. What is your biggest takeaway from this past season? Who or what stood out the most?
We had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but the biggest thing was to stay mellow throughout it. Always have a positive mindset and know that it's not always about yourself, but to put the team first. And I think that's the biggest thing that I learned.
With that being said, how do you think this season went for you as an individual and as the team as a whole?
Individually, I think I did pretty well. But as a team, although we didn't get to our end goal, I think we grew as people more than players. Our bond got stronger as the season went on, and I think that's one of the most important things that I think we accomplished.
What is your favorite SAU basketball memory? What will stand out the most from your time here at SAU?
My favorite SAU basketball memory was probably senior night, my sophomore year. We played the team that won the conference tournament, that would eventually go on to win the conference tournament. Our teammate, Patrick Torrey, had passed earlier in the year. So that night was really emotional for us. And we ended up beating them. And everyone was having fun. Everything was going in for us. And it was overall just one of the greatest experiences I've been a part of.
That's awesome to hear. What are your plans in the future now? Moving forward, what does the next chapter look like for you?
Right now, I don't know. I really don't know. But whatever God brings me to do, I think I trust His plan, so yeah.
Yes, sir, love that. Thanks for being here, Grant. Congratulations on a great career. Coming up next on Inside SAU Athletics, we will sit down with head coach Ray Shovlain. We'll be right back.
Capture a piece of the past with Trash Can Annie, where vintage meets vibrant in every stitch. Browse our carefully curated collection of clothing and accessories ranging from the late 1800s to current styles. Dress to impress with Laura's unique style and wardrobe consultations. Find a style and make it yours with Trash Can Annie, your destination for timeless fashion.
Visit Ragged Records, one of the largest record stores in the Midwest. Browse more than 30,000 new and used records, from timeless classics to new releases, and rare finds in every aisle. New to collecting vinyl? Check out our large selection of stereo equipment to spruce up your listening experience. Find your groove at Ragged Records, located along Motor Row in Davenport and in Rock Island next to Roz Talks.
Whether you're a competitive runner, looking to stay fit, or just looking for comfort and support, Running Wild has you covered. Locally owned for more than 3 decades, Running Wild is the Quad City's trusted source for athletic wear and accessories. No matter your experience level, we'll help you find the right fit with all the top brands for running and walking and the latest in running apparel. Open 7 days a week, just up Brady Street. Don't walk, run to Running Wild, your run specialty store.
in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world. We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts. We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest Fighting Bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up.
Welcome back. Joining us now is men's basketball head coach Ray Shovlain. Thanks for being here, Coach.
I appreciate it, Alex.
Now, looking back on this previous season, what are you the most proud of?
Well, I'd say I'm really the most proud of it in relationship to our players never quit. They came to practice, worked hard, did what the coaching staff asked them to do, and we just stayed after it. It was an interesting year for us. We had a real solid year, a strong season. We lost 8 games by 5 points or less. So those games could easily went either way. You get awful discouraged, when those games you don't get the bounce you feel you need, or the referees call the way you should go. But I really got to commend our guys. They just battled through that and worked hard and represented themselves, their families, the university, the basketball program very well.
And earlier on in the season, you guys got the opportunity to scrimmage against 3 Division I basketball teams and face some tough competition. How did your team benefit from that later on in the season?
Well, I think it's just a great experience for our players. We played, Drake University, Western Illinois, and Southern Illinois, and just ironically, Drake University is going to go to the Final 16. I'm almost positive, if not the Final 4. They're one of the best NCAA Division I schools we've ever played, and we played a lot of them, which we'll refer to in a second. But Drake was an unbelievable opportunity for our players, and they're in the NCAA Division I tournament. Southern Illinois just won their conference for the first time ever. They're in the NCAA Division I tournament as well, and then Western had a very good team. So those are the game experiences our players, Alex, are going to remember. You've talked to a lot of them; they've already talked about that. So, but over the years, we played Notre Dame, we played Creighton, we played St. Louis U. For us to play St. Paul the Apostle, like a lot of my friends do to get wins, I'm not after that. I'm after a game experience that the players are going to talk to their sons and daughters about years from now, that, hey, we played Drake University, and we played Notre Dame, we played St. Louis U, whoever it might be.
And so last year you had to take a little bit of time away from the court. What did it mean for you to be able to come back this year for your 42nd season? Well,
I tell you, it was a really rallying point. I'll be quite candid. I was kind of on death's bed. The only thing that really saved me was the prayers of a lot of people here at Ambrose and a lot of former players and whatnot that way. Truly believe that. There's a show, there's a movie out, it's Sean Shemda, Redemption, and it's Morgan Freeman, and I think he's unbelievable, which I met him one time at an event, just unbelievable individual. But in this movie, it comes down to, I think, what a lot of people need to do in their lives: get busy living or get busy dying. And God gave you a choice, so you got to go ahead and with that choice, you got to go ahead and rally, and that's kind of what I did with the prayers and support of others. So I'm just kind of glad to be here, type deal.
So going into next year, what are some things that you're looking forward to?
Well, I tell you what, we're losing 6 or 7 seniors that have had a major impact in the program. We really feel the guys we have coming back will really step up and do exceptionally well. We do feel that we're going to get some commitments here within the next 3 weeks of some players that I think can come in and contribute as well. But that blending part will be very good. But we really expect to be outstanding next year. And it just it'll take the players coming together. Alex, you know how it is. You've been to our practices and stuff and seen how that's worked. So I mean, but no, we look. We're very fired up about next year. We've got a very competitive schedule. It's worked out. We've got 13 home games, 13 away games, and then two neutral. We're working with a number of NCAA Division I schools right now, and we're getting some good feedback that possibly we'll be able to play some games. I don't want to mention who they are, but the big thing is they're playing in their tournament right now. So we'll have to work on that through April and May just to nail that down. But it'd be great if we could play another unbelievable institution like Drake or a number of those other ones.
Well, thanks so much for being here today, Coach. Good luck next season.
I appreciate it, Alex. Thanks a lot.
As the men's basketball season comes to a close, the Bees say goodbye to a talented group of seniors, including Will Spriggs, Grant Mason, Kieran Farrell, Tim Agat, and Elgin Bauer Jr., including Brock Zislov and Austin Bourne. Looking forward to next season, the Bees will rely on returners like Guillermo Narbona and Nacho Dacunda to step into leadership roles with plenty of younger talent in tow.
That's all we have for you on this edition of Inside SAU Athletics.
Remember to check out the SAU TV Facebook, Instagram pages, and our latest episodes and game highlights, interviews, and more. You can also find them on The Hive at SAUthebuzz.com. Thanks for watching.